Good morning. Happy Tuesday to all. So, I wanted to get on here this morning before I get my day started. As you can tell, I got my finest flannel on. I think they call that vintage these days. But I wanted to drop some knowledge you can't get in college. That's right. If you're in sales, you want to listen up to this. So, earlier this morning, I'm scrolling through Facebook and I come across a post and it had a great quote by a gentleman named Christian Brindle. And if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's a true insurance professional, and I've seen nothing but good things coming from what he's doing. But this is what his quote says: track your closing percentages, record your sales calls, and become a student of sales. And you know what, guys? When I read that, it hit home to me because he is absolutely correct. Anyone that's had any type of success, especially in sales, would agree with every single one of those words. And let me break it down to you a little more. For over 10 years now, I have been documenting how many leads I purchase, how many presentations I'm able to make, what my contact ratio is on those leads, how many applications I made. If I didn't make a sale in those presentations, I would document why. And I've been doing that for well over a decade. In fact, many of you guys that have ever worked with me, or if you know anybody that's ever worked with me, trained with me, they will tell you that I document every single day exactly what I just mentioned. On top of that, as technology got better, we were able to now record all of our conversations, which was huge. And for over 10 years, I've been doing that. But the biggest one is a student of sales. Very important. You know, for me, when I started on the telephones in 2011, it was costing me $500 roughly in leads before I would see one sale that I could submit to Senior Life. That's right. And I said to myself, I can't get anybody to come and sell over the telephone because the cost was so high, because me as the leader, I couldn't break $500, meaning I would pay $500 in television leads before I would see a sale. That's when I really started committing to me, to my craft as a sales student. And I said to myself, if other agents are doing it, I can do it too. And that's when you really got to look in the mirror and you got to say, I got to start tracking everything. And how did I do it? Again, every week I would track how many leads I purchased. From there, how many presentations I made, and document everything. At the end of the week, you're able to look back, study the no's, the people that said no, the people that said think about it, the ones that want to talk to their kids. And what you'll notice is a pattern of objections. And what are you going to do? Well, now you can go and listen to those recordings. By doing that, you're going to correct a lot of mistakes you make in your sales presentations. I see agents that, one, don't have a script, which is a big, big, big mistake because you're going in to every presentation with a different approach. But on top of this, for the agents that are following a script, which is very recommended, by listening to your recordings, you're able to truly adjust to your script. It's easy to, in our mind, think that we sound like, Andrea Bocelli. But reality, we sound like a dead chicken. No different than when we're on the telephone. If over the telephone you sound like that dead chicken instead of that Andrea Bocelli because you got your script down, that's going to make a huge difference in your overall success. Becoming a student of sales. I'm a student of sales, and I'll always be. Just like this today, as I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see this quote, that helped me today. It motivated me today to keep doing what I've been doing for over a decade. And I share this information, guys, because a lot of you guys that buy leads, and believe me, I sell a lot of leads to people that don't work in our agency, that don't follow our process. And I see agents getting slaughtered, especially over the telephone, because some way, somehow they believe that selling final expense over the telephone is just like order taking. Yes, I understand that people called into our advertisement. They called in looking for a quote for funeral insurance. I get that. But you still got to make a great sales presentations and close the deal. And it's not, welcome to McDonald's, can I help you? It's not that. They're calling in for the information, not to make an order. And unfortunately, a lot of insurance agents have this order mentality. Thank you for calling into Senior Life Insurance. I am Laurel. How much insurance are you looking to buy? Let's go ahead and get you qualified. And immediately they underwrite, and then they try to close, all within 5 minutes. You're going to burn through leads faster than, you can buy them. So a lot of you struggle to buy them, so you get the message. So again, you got to track your numbers. And by doing these steps, keeping track of your closing ratios, listening to your recordings, and becoming a student of sales, you will become a better sales professional overall. And the better you become at selling, we all know that in sales, especially in insurance, you're going to do very well. It's not an order-taking opportunity. This is sales and closing. And it's like Grant Cardone says, selling is one thing, closing is another. But if you don't know what you're doing every time you get on the phones and go to work, and you want to blame others why you're not having success, then you're going to find yourself just spinning your wheels and not ever attaining what you want. And what is that? Insurance renewals. In our business, that really is the way you measure success, in my opinion, is if an agent is successfully building his residual income. Because that's what really, really matters. And if you're not, because you're always hit and miss, or you're not selling enough, or you're not in the business long enough, maybe it's because you're not following these basic guidelines. So on Tuesday, as you're getting ready to go out and knock on doors, keep track of it. If you're on the telephones, be conscious of this. If you need help, if you're struggling, give me an opportunity. I am on the phones Monday through Friday, myself, selling personally. Yes, I take calls, pitch deals, and submit applications to my good friends at Senior Life Insurance Company. And I provide a Zoom that all the rest of the teammates are able to join in. And if you're licensed, I will let you listen in to me on the telephones, working these inbound leads, doing what we do. And if you reference this video, I will show you my call logs of over 10 years ago, as well as my notes, my daily notes of day in, month in, year in, of exactly what I'm talking about today. Again, knowledge you won't get in college. Peace.